Life can be very pleasant many times. However, hard times will also come to test a person. Firstly, take a deep breath and reminisce on how God has always helped you overcome your difficulties. It's great, right? Well, God still does great things. So if difficulties have been drowning you, this is for you. You need to know that God is capable of changing situations. He is the power that holds the world together. Not only will He help you out of the difficulties, God Himself would be present with you in those problems, and He will bring you out of them. Are you presently faced with difficulties? I have news for you. God will bring you through it. As Christians, it can be so easy to keep leaping for joy and to feel indomitable when everything is going well. It becomes hard when you're faced with challenges and have no way of maintaining your joy. I'm here to tell you that whatever it is that you're going through, you will surely come out of it. God is telling you that through the troubles, He would hold your hand. He has said that He will never leave you nor forsake you, so that you can boldly say that your help comes from God. When you pass through those problems, God will be there for you, and He will bring you through it. When you pass through the waters, He will be with you. He said, "For I, the Lord your God, will hold your right hand, saying to you, 'Fear not, I will help you.'" Whatever difficulty you're going through, don't feel frustrated or depressed with your life. Remember all He has in store for you and hold on to God, who has kept you all this while, and as He has done it before, He will surely do it again. Remember, He doesn't change or fail. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Irrespective of the problems you're passing through in life, God will pull you out of it. God's power is sovereign over all things, and so He has the power to deliver you from the biggest problems of this world. Anything at all that you're passing through, anything that's troubling your heart, you can be sure that God will do it for you. God is a good Father, and like every good father, He gives good things to His children. He doesn't leave His children stuck somewhere when He can help them. No, He rises and does something to change the situation for them. God is that powerful one who does things that are even beyond our imagination. It's this same God that made and still makes a way in the wilderness. This same God parted the wild, wide Red Sea, so be sure that He will help you out of those problems. God will do it. Whatever it is that you're experiencing, God will deliver you from it. Remember that when God makes a promise, He always fulfills it. Remember that no word of God goes back to Him empty or void. Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." You must realize that God can move beyond your wildest imagination, and let your focus be on God, for He can do more than you can ask, think, or imagine. This means that God is so ready and able to help you out of those problems, He will bring you through them. His word has said that you should cast your cares upon Him, because He cares deeply for you. Whatever the challenge may be, even if it's your work, health, career, whatever it is at all, you must remember and be focused on the fact that God will surely do it. God will help you out, because it's not His will or plan for you to suffer or go through problems for a long time. So continue to put your trust and hope in God, for He has the power to change all your situations. He has the power to do what you require Him to do for you, and even much more. God will do it. Remember, the plans He has for you are of good and not of evil. God's will for you is for you to prosper and to give you an expected end. So let your heart stay on God and remain calm on His word and promises to you. God will do it. He will make a way even where it seems there is no way. God will make a way and bring you out from those problems. Even when you don't see it, God is working for your sake. He is with you through whatever you go through, and He has a plan for you. He can make a clear path through anything. In seemingly unredeemable and challenging situations where you have no one to turn to, when you have nowhere to go and nothing else to depend on, when you have come to the end of all human strength, it's at these times God's power is brought into action. In your weakest moments, He is proven as the strongest for you. Don't give up yet. God will crown you with His glory for your sake. He will not keep silent. He will not remain quiet till your salvation shines out like the bright dawn, like a blazing torch. The nations will see your glory, and you will be called by a new name that the Lord shall give you. You will no longer be called deserted. The Lord will hold you in His hand for all to see. A splendid crown in the hand of God you shall be. God will do it for you. Whatever you need or desire, He will bring to your path. Just because you've lived in so much comfort for a while doesn't mean that you should forget that once in a while situations and difficulties will come to test the Word of God which we've heard. It's at this crucial time you should apply what you've learned about God's words. Your job isn't to even try to figure out how the difficulties will come to an end. Leave that to God. Your job is to hope in Him as you've been doing before. Keep on believing in God. He has promised to never leave you, and He will never leave you. Remember that He honors His word more than His name. So if He said He won't leave you, then you can be sure that He will stay at your side all through the difficulties, and He will pull you out of those problems. Keep on confessing God's love. Keep on living and hoping on His word, and He will bring it to pass. He will surely hold your hand and draw you out of those problems you're in. Don't be scared. You're not alone. God is by your side. Let your heart not be full or burdened with fear, stress, or anxiety. Let the soothing presence of God calm you down. Remain calm and remember that He hears you. So even when you're burdened with so much pressure or overwhelmed, be still, calm, and patient while waiting to receive help from God. Remember that He's by your side, and He will draw you out of that difficulty. This is God's promise to you today. He will surely keep holding your hand, and He will never leave you alone in hard times. God will hold your hands as your friend, father, lover, and guide. He will reach out to you in hard times and even teach you the way to go about all things regarding the problems you're passing through. It's best to just surrender to Him and let His calming presence overwhelm you. Let go and give up your troubles to Him, for He greatly cares for you. As humans, when we come face to face with difficulties, we may begin to feel like God has deserted or abandoned us. It can feel so lonely when things aren't working out the way they ought to. Don't get discouraged. God is really by your side. He is holding your hands, and He will indeed rescue you from the difficulties you're faced with. Don't get discouraged because your path isn't taking you to the place you want it to. Don't feel overwhelmed by your challenges. Let God's love overwhelm you, because truly, the Lord is with you. His hand would hold you, and He would surely save you and keep you safe. He will be by your side. The Lord doesn't expect you to go through this challenge alone. He rather wants to be by your side, holding your hand. When we come to a place of no hope and no strength, God's hand shows and rescues us from the problems. Nothing is greater than God's presence with you in times of difficulties. Because of His presence, things will begin to make more sense. Ways and paths become clearer. Take hold of God's present hand and let Him bring you out of those difficulties. You can't do it alone. God Himself promised not to leave you stranded in any situation in life. Take hold of God's promises and keep reminding yourself of His loving presence in your life when you're passing through problems. Are you going through some issues? God is willing to help you out of it. God is presently bringing you out of your problems.